LPNs are not RNs. Are LPN nurses? Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back. For those of you who are new to my channel, I'd like to say welcome. On this channel, I talk about nursing, lifestyle, beauty, health, fitness, and a whole bunch of good stuff. So if you would like to join my family, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and also hit the notification button so that every time I upload a new video, you get a notification. That way you never miss another video from me again. With that being said, let's get into today's video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about things you should know before you get your LPN. So a lot of time I get questions about people asking me, should I go for my LPN first or should I go for my RN? So today we're going to be talking specifically about LPNs. Before I became an RN, I was an LPN. So I have a lot of experience in that area. So I would just like to answer that question. So before I answer that question, I would like to remind you guys that everything I talk about in my videos are my own personal experience and personal opinion. I answer these questions because you guys send me messages asking me what I would say or what I would do or what my experiences were. So these are all my opinion, all my experiences, and not professional advice. So the last time I posted a video about this topic, I almost got my head chewed off. So I'm not going to be surprised if it happens again. LPNs are not RNs. Are LPN nurses? Yes. Are they RNs? No. LPN stands for licensed practical nurse. RN stands for registered nurse. There is a schooling difference and there is a scope of practice difference. LPNs do not do exactly what RNs do. If LPNs did exactly what RNs did, they would not be called LPN. They would be called RN. There is a reason, there's a name difference. Am I saying that LPNs are not real nurses? No. I would be a fool to say LPNs are not real nurses because I was an LPN before. I used to get those looks from people. Sometimes when I tell people I'm a nurse, they'll ask, what kind of nurse are you? When I say LPN, they'll say LPN stands for lady playing nurse. And that is not what LPN stands for. That used to make me so mad because I know exactly how hard I worked to get my LPN license. LPN schooling was really hard. It was stressful and we all went through a lot and we had to take the freaking state boards to get our license. So by no means am I saying that LPNs are not nurses, but the truth of the matter is LPNs are different from RN. With an LPN license, you are restricted as far as what you can do practice wise. So you have a restricted scope of practice. In certain states, hospital or facilities, you cannot deal with IVs. In certain states, hospital or facilities, you can deal with IVs. So this is all different for every facility, for every state, for every hospital, for every company. But the point is, LPNs are limited to what they can do. Some hospitals do not hire LPNs. Some facilities do not hire LPNs. The most places I've seen a lot of LPNs work are in home health facilities, rehab facilities, nursing home, extended living, and places like that. And those are great places to work. A few hospitals will hire LPNs to do certain jobs. RNs are also limited to what they can do because when I posted that video, one of the responses I got a lot is, I'm actually going to leave a link to that video so you guys can see what I'm talking about. First of all, people read the title of the video and that was it. I've gotten a lot of hate comments of people telling me, delete this video. You don't know what you're talking about, without even watching the video. They didn't even watch the video because in the video I was explaining the difference between LPNs and RN in my state. So they only went from the title and I got cussed out and people were like, you don't know what you're talking about, you shouldn't be a nurse and blah 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 and this and that. I understand where you guys are coming from. As I said before, I've been there. I've been in positions where people didn't even want me to take care of them because they felt like I was an LPN and therefore I wasn't a real nurse. LPNs are real nurses. LPN stands for licensed practical nurse. But on the other hand, you have to understand that there is a difference in the scope of practice of LPN and RN. So if you're working as an LPN, please understand the scope of practice of your state, because if you're doing things that RNs are supposed to be doing, you could get in trouble, you could get your license restricted, you could get your license taken away from you. I'm just trying to look out for you guys. So make sure you understand your scope of practice, especially for home health. Again, this is from my experience. Sometimes some home health companies send you out telling you to do things that you're not supposed to do. It's your responsibility to check and see if that job is within your scope of practice. So if they're telling you to push IV meds, for example, if you're not IV certified, you're not supposed to do anything with IV. So if the company calls you and say, hey, I have a job for you, go to this person's house and administer their IV medication or do this and that with their IV or blood products, just make sure it's within your scope of practice and just make sure you're allowed to do it. The reason I say that is because I don't want you guys to get so stuck on this whole thing about LPNs are real nurses. LPNs can do everything that RNs can do. Yes, it may be true, but you just have to make sure you're looking out for yourself. Make sure that it is within your scope of practice, just so you don't get your license either suspended, restricted, or taken away. My reason for making this video is to help educate you guys on things that I've learned along my way of being a nurse. I'm not here to argue with you guys or to discredit anyone. As I said before, I've been a home health aide, I've been an LPN, I've been an RN, and I just try to bring my experience to you guys and bring some value to you guys so that we can all help each other. With that being said, there is so much great opportunity and potential for LPNs. For those of you who are deciding to go for your LPN, that is a great decision. You are going to be a nurse, and the one thing I like about nursing is the fact that there is jobs everywhere. You're gonna find a job everywhere. You might say, I want to be an ICU nurse, and at first you may not get that position, but trust me, you will get a position, and you can always work your way up to where you want to be. As an LPN, I made a lot of money. I used to work 2-3 jobs working with different companies. I know LPNs who make great money just being LPNs, and I know people who have been LPNs for 20-30 years and they make a lot of money. I know that LPNs can also do travel nursing. LPNs can work in dialysis office. Some LPNs can work in hospitals. I mean, LPNs have a lot of opportunities. So there's a lot of great potential for LPNs out there. Once you get your LPN, it is your decision what you want to do, how you want to do it. But all I'm pleading with you guys is just make sure that everything you do is within your scope of practice. So I hope this video was helpful to you guys, and if it was, please go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. Hit the like button down below. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so that you never miss another video from me again. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.